I'd like to thank y'all for coming today. Our topic today is full-time RVing. Have you ever wondered what if full-time RVing could be the life for you? So, you want to go into full-time RVing, now what? We live in a 30-foot fifth wheel camper, and others live in a 40-foot luxury motorhome. No matter what type of RV you have, you can live in it full-time. An RV couple, both born the same year and month, were celebrating their 60th birthday. During the celebration, a fairy appeared and said to them, "Because you have been so loving," she would grant each one of them one wish. They were very excited, the wife said, and she had already visited most of the North America in her RV. She would like to visit Europe. The fairy waved her magic wand, and suddenly 2 airline tickets appeared. So then it was the husband's turn. He paused for a moment, then said to the fairy, shyly, and looked at the fairy, "Well, I'd like to have a woman 30 years younger than me." Then poof, the fairy waved his long wand, and he was 90. When the subject of full-time RVing comes up, the general questions are raised. I'll try to cover them, most of them here for you today. But is the lifestyle for you? You should have a solid reason for wanting to forgo the normal lifestyle and live in your RV. Full-time RVing is a state of mind. Don't let others tell you you should or should not do it. You have to make the decision yourself. The good thing is, only you have to think of the reason is a good one for you. Anyone will quickly give you an opinion, but opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody has one, and it's worth its weight in lint. An RV lifestyle is popular in several groups: retirees, those who have jobs related to it, traveling. Often those see amazing countryside, and people who just want a simple life. For many, it's a great way of not having to do housework or cleaning the yard or shoveling snow. Few people know the late Mr. Maxwell, founder of Maxwell Coffee, was a veteran skydiver and a full-time RVer. Near his hometown, it was common to see Mr. Maxwell at the airport in his fifth wheel travel trailer, relaxing and visiting with his many friends and waiting on his next jump. One fateful day, however, something terribly happened wrong. His parachute failed to open, and his friends and employees were horrified, to say the least. At his demise of this very kind and gentle man, and also when it came to preparing for his epitaph, they had no problem finding the words, "Mr. Maxwell, good to the last drop." What does it take and what type of RV do you need? People always ask, what does it take to be a full-time RVer? The answer is really simple. Whatever you have, it's just like living in an apartment or a house. You live usually whatever financial resources you have. Buy what you can afford. Whatever you already have will do. Don't worry about what the Joneses have. When we decided to look for a camper, our must-haves, we wanted a walk-around queen-size bed and at least 2 slide-outs and a full kitchen and a bath. We shopped around until we found a camper just right for us. We bought ours used, and we saved a lot of money, and we're in the process of making mods to it right now. We're extremely happy with our little RV. How big an RV do you need? Well, it depends on how much room you want and how much money you want to spend and how much stuff you want to carry around with you. We're in a 30-foot fifth wheel, so we have lots of extra room so we can carry extra stuff. You got to watch out though when you go full-time RVing for you don't avoid manufacturer's warranties. What about all the things and mail and kids, and how do we stay in touch with the family? What do I do with all my stuff, you might ask? This can be a tough decision. Do you have things have sentimental values and as well and monetary values? Only you can decide what has value and what you want and what you can live without. Get rid of all of it. This is what we did. Sell it in a yard sale or consignment shops and pocket the money. Donate it to your favorite charity. Throw it away because it wasn't worth anything to anyone but you. Scan pictures and give originals to the family members. Give keepsakes and heirloom items to kids and relatives. Remember, it's just stuff. Your life is more than just stuff. Put it in storage and have family keep it. Get ready for a monthly storage fee. Worry about, and then you have hack back to see your stuff. What about damage or theft while it's in storage? Will your family get tired of storing your stuff? Are you keeping things in case you might quit full-time? Oh no, that sounds like a second thought there. Keep your house and all your stuff in it. Great if you're able to afford it. Great if you think you might change your mind. Good if you think you might be homeless or without it. How do I get my mail? Well, there's several things you can do to get your mail. You can use mail forwarding services. You can pick one that's based out of Florida. It's myrvmail.com. You choose to get this service. It costs a little more than $9 a month plus postage, and pay your bills online or have direct deposit or use your debt card. If you sign up for MyRV, you can call this number 1-800-844-3969. What about the kids? You can bring them with you. Kids can be homeschooled on the road. Then they can stay in touch with friends and the same way you do. You will create some amazing memories while traveling as a family, as your kids will love it. How do I stay in touch? Today we have cell phones and internet. If you don't have a cell phone, get one. Walmart carries Straight Talk brand phones that use Verizon networks with unlimited free usage for about $45 a month. If you don't have one already, get a laptop that has Wi-Fi capabilities. You can get internet access for thousands of hotspots nationwide. You can also pay for internet access via air card or satellite dish if you want. Cell phones, email, Facebook, blogs, etc. All good, easy ways to stay in touch with the family. A mechanic was removing a cylinder head from the engine on a Class A motorhome when he spotted a well-known heart surgeon in his shop. The surgeon was there waiting for his service manager to come and take a look at his RV when the mechanic spotted across the garage, "Hey, Doc, can I ask you a question?" The surgeon, a bit surprised, walked over where the mechanic was working on the motorhome. The mechanic straightened up and wiped his hands on the rag and asked, "So, Doc, look at this engine. I opened its heart, took the valves out, repaired any damage, and then put it all back together. And now it's finished. It works like news. So how come I get small salary and you get the big bucks when you and I do basically the same kind of work?" The surgeon paused, smiled, and leaned over and whispered in the mechanic's ear, "Try doing that with the engine running." In conclusion, everybody is not cut out for the lifestyle of full-time RVing. We recognized over the cost of full-time RVing for a long time before we jumped into it. Full-time RVing means living in close quarters, and if both of you ain't trying to make it work, it won't. If you are agitated and annoyances by your spouse or any other relatives living with you, it sure can raise havoc in your RV. Partnership is strong enough to survive it. In a tiny RV, there is no room for egos or attitudes. Both partners should get along together and try to make it work. Any questions?